Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Richards. I'm the Executive Artistic Director here at Festival Theatre. On behalf of myself and the cast and crew and Board of Directors and our staff and volunteers, we hope that you and your family are well and coping the best you can given our current circumstances. We have been busy creating a variety of online content for you. I hope that it has helped to lift your spirits some during this time. We're glad to have you tuning in today via the internet from wherever you happen to be across the country. Glad that you could join us. Today we are releasing a family-friendly stage reading of one of my plays, The Witch of Pickle Patch. I think you will recognize all of our actors today that are in the cast. We are recording these readings via Zoom, and while Zoom is a great way to stay in touch through video, it is not a great framework for presenting plays that require timing and tension building or creating dramatic effect. So we ask that you please look past the technology and find the real sense and fun of the story. In any case, thanks for being here. Also, there is a donation button somewhere on your screen. I hope that you will consider giving a donation today. As I'm sure you know, we have canceled several of our events, which has greatly affected our budget. So anything you can do to help out today will be greatly appreciated. So thank you in advance for all your support. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy this online stage reading of The Witch of Pickle Patch. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We're glad to have you here to listen to our stage reading of The Witch of Pickle Patch. We wish that we could gather together with you, but until then, we will come at you live or semi-live through the internet. So thanks for tuning in and listening and sort of watching the show with us today. We're glad to have you here. My name is Jason Richards. I will be the narrator today, and I'm coming from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin.
I'm Isaac Bont. I'm playing Burly, and I'm coming to you from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin.
I'm Eliana Niggolin, playing Mrs. Narwhal in Dresser, Wisconsin.
My name is Seth Kaltwasser. I'm playing Lord BlackPudding, and I'm here in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hi, my name is Scott Murdoch. I am playing Mr. Door Chamber, and I am coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona.
My name is Ella Anderson. I am playing Mabel, and I'm coming to you from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin.
My name is Brooke Smith. I'm playing Crow, and I am in Bristol, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Braun. I'm playing Witch Hazel, and I'm coming at you from Park Rapids, Minnesota.
Hi, I am North Hines. I play Woody, and I'm coming from Siren, Wisconsin.
Again, we're glad that you're here today to listen to The Witch of Pickle Patch. In order to help focus you and so you know who is speaking, we will be turning off our video if we are not in the scene. So the actors will now begin to turn their videos off, and they will come back on when their character comes on. So that'll help you know who's in what scene. Okay, so here we go. The stage reading of The Witch of Pickle Patch. Scene 1. Begins in the sleepy little town of Pickle Patch. We are in the town square where the outdoor market is located. An unknown thief has been ravishing the town. All of Pickle Patch is on edge and desperate to catch the thief. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we see a young boy run across the stage, escaping the wrath of his latest victim. He has stolen another basket of apples. Hot on his heels is Woody, the greengrocer.
Stop! Thief! He stole my apples! Consolid! He took the whole bushel again! Justice! I demand justice!
The peacekeeper, Mr. Door Chamber, enters.
What's all the yelling out here on the town square?
He did it again, Mr. Door Chamber!
Did what? Who did?
That little rogue stole another bushel of apples. That's 3 this week!
Oh dear.
Oh dear, my foot! What are you going to do about it?
Oh, well, Woody,
The argument draws a crowd as the townspeople enter. Among them is the local cat lady, Mrs. Narwhal. Also among them is a lady in disguise, who we later learn is none other than Hazel, the witch of Pickle Patch. Mrs. Narwhal speaks.
Oh, door chamber, there you are. Oh, I have been searching high and low for you.
Mrs. Narwhal, whatever for?
It happened again.
What did?
Someone stole the whiskers off another one of my cats.
Oh dear. Not again.
The whiskers?
That tears it. I know that she is responsible for all of this. She is responsible for everything bad here in Pickle Patch.
Who is?
The witch.
Witch?
Not the witch again. I thought we all agreed to never mention her again. Lord BlackPudding has banned the witch from Pickle Patch for just this sort of behavior. She has been banned.
Well, she is still causing problems. Ban or no ban.
She is the cause of all of our problems.
Yeah. How can you explain all these strange goings on?
Mean old witch.
You said it.
She is a menace, and she needs to be stopped before it's too late. Door chamber, you are the appointed peacekeeper here in Pickle Patch. It's your responsibility to do something about it.
Woody is right. What do you intend to do?
We want to know.
Well, I can't think with everyone yelling in my ear. I suppose I will have to talk to Lord BlackPudding about it.
Well, see, that you do.
He's the only one who can help us.
That has got to stop, and I mean now.
Woody exits in a huff, tallying up his losses for the week.
8 minus 3 is 5. 5?
Don't worry, Woody. I will get to the bottom of it.
Poor little Whiskers had her whiskers stolen. Now I'm going to have to change her name.
Mrs. Narwhal exits, trying out new names for her whiskerless cat.
Boots. Oh, no. Scruffy? No. Wilbur. Oh, maybe.
Don't worry, Mrs. Narwhal. All will be well. I hope.
Looks like you're in a pickle, Mr. Door Chamber. You better look to your business before you lose control of Pickle Patch.
Oh, dear. I'll have to speak to Lord BlackPudding. I just hate talking to him. He's so mean to me.
He's mean to everyone. I should know.
He's not going to like any of this.
Mr. Doorchamber exits, getting an earful from the townspeople as Hazel is left alone on stage.
Good luck.
Hazel takes off her disguise, revealing that she is the witch of Pickle Patch.
They have no idea that I am the witch. Crow! Crow! Where are you, my little apple picker?
Crow enters carrying the basket of apples.
Here I am, Mama.
Welcome, wanderer. You did a good job. Here's a treat.
Hazel gives him a treat.
Treat!
They will all pay for kicking me out of Pickle Patch and making me live in a cave. I hate living in that old crummy cave. I want to be in a house with a big, comfy bed.
Me too. A big, comfy bed.
One day we will be out of that cave. You'll see. They'll all see. Come along, Crow. Mama has to get off her feet.
Mama's feet hurt.
Yes, Crow, Mama's feet hurt.
Hazel and Crow exit towards their cave. Scene 2. Mr. Doorchamber is standing outside by the entrance to Lord BlackPudding's castle, contemplating how to tell him about the news. He practices his speech.
Lord BlackPudding, sir. That's a good start. I know you don't like talking about the witch. No, oh dear. Whatever you say, do not say the word witch. He hates the witch. Say something nice, like, how gracious of you to make time for me.
From the castle door, Lord BlackPudding enters. He is wearing a large, ridiculous hat.
Door chamber.
Ah!
What do you want, you jumpy popinjay? Lord BlackPudding is very busy, and he doesn't have time to look at your unfortunate face.
Lord BlackPudding, I love your hat.
Don't try to get on Lord BlackPudding's good side. Lord BlackPudding doesn't have one.
My lord, I am on an unenviable errand this morning.
Quit your stalling. You have 2 minutes.
Oh dear. Well, it seems we have a small problem in the town.
Lord Blackpudding doesn't like problems large or small. That's why he appointed you to deal with them.
Yes, quite right. But I am at my wit's end with this one. The town is in a bit of an uprising about something. I hate to say it, sir, but it seems a certain person who has been banned has returned.
Are you referring to the witch? You know Lord Blackpudding said to never mention the witch again. And here you are, mentioning the witch again. Lord Blackpudding has banned the witch because he hates the witch. He's not afraid of the witch, as the rumors state, but he hates the witch. There is a difference.
But the witch is...
Lord Blackpudding doesn't even like to hear the word witch. And here you are, going on and on and on about the witch. Witch this, witch that, witch.
I'm sorry to have to mention the witch.
You see, you just said it again. Will you stop saying witch?
But my lord, I don't know which way to turn.
Again! You said it again! Will you stop saying witch?
Forgive me, my lord, but if you would just...
Enough! My dear Mr. Doorchamber, are you not the appointed peacekeeper of Pickle Patch?
Yes, my lord.
And who appointed you?
You did, Lord Blackpudding.
That is correct. You're welcome, by the way. So, who do you think should handle this situation? Lord Blackpudding, the wealthiest landowner in the entire province? Or you, lowly appointed peacekeeper?
Me, lowly appointed peacekeeper.
Winner, winner, mutton dinner.
But I don't know what to do. I was hoping you could give me some advice.
Advice? Of course. Here is Lord Blackpudding's advice. Figure it out for yourself.
But my lord!
Figure it out for yourself and leave Lord Blackpudding be.
Lord Blackpudding exits grandly.
Oh, dear! Whatever will I do? I am not equipped to be the official peacekeeper. I will have to find help elsewhere. But where?
Mr. Doorchamber exits, muttering to himself.
I could
Scene
go
3.
into the wood.
We are now at Hazel's cave. Hazel sits in a chair by the cave's entrance, while Crow, sitting on the ground beside her, rubs her old, tired feet.
There's a good boy. My dogs are barking like dogs. This old chair is the most uncomfortable thing that was ever put on this earth.
When can we go live in town?
Soon, my boy, and not a moment too soon. I hate living out here in this cave. Now that we have all the apples we need, we are ever so close to putting the plan into action.
What plan?
Boy, I tell you this plan every day.
You do?
My brainless little squirrel. Now that I have collected enough cat whiskers, my brew is almost ready. And you stole the last batch of apples we need to put the potion into. Next, we will have to find someone to eat our apples. And when they do, they will be under my command. I will get my revenge on that town, one person at a time. But that is for another day. Oh, my feet hurt too much for anything else today. Crowy, baby, will you rub Mama's corn right there? It's hurting Mama something fierce.
Yes, Mama.
Here's a little treat for my toe rubber.
Treat! Mama,
Yes, child?
tell me again about the bed.
You like hearing about the bed, don't you? Soon we will be living in a proper house, and we will each have a big, soft, feather bed that we can sink into and dream all night long.
I like the part about sinking into the bed.
And we will have thick, fluffy socks to warm these old feet of mine. Oh, won't that be nice, my little bird?
Big, soft feather bed.
Thick, fluffy socks.
The scene fades as they dream on. Scene 4. We now shift the story to Burly's house. He and his niece Mabel live on the outskirts of Pickle Patch.
Are you even listening to me, Uncle Burly?
What's that?
Why don't you listen?
Oh, I heard you. A cat stole Mrs. Narwhal's apples.
No, someone stole Woody's apples.
I thought you said something about a cat.
You are impossible.
What?
Someone stole the whiskers off Mrs. Narwhal's cat, and someone stole Woody's apples.
Oh, and this affects me how?
Mrs. Narwhal thinks it's that witch that lives up in that cave.
Mrs. Narwhal thinks that old crone blames the witch for everything under the sun.
The whole town of Pickle Patch is up in arms about it.
Isn't that something?
You're not paying any attention, are you?
Look, Mabel, I've told you time and time again, I am uninterested in anything that goes on in the town of Pickle Patch.
Well, someone said they're going to talk to Lord BlackPudding about it.
Don't mention that snake's name in this house. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Never mention Lord Black... That name again.
Will you ever forgive him for buying that land?
Stealing the land I was entitled to.
He didn't steal it. Plus, you weren't entitled to it. But either way, he is to blame, not the town.
What's for lunch?
You can't go on ignoring everything around you.
If you would make my lunch, I promise not to ignore that.
You are impossible sometimes.
Thank you, niece. That is the nicest thing you have ever said to me.
Ugh, I'm at my wit's end. What has become of you?
Nothing.
That's right. Nothing. You don't care about anything anymore.
You're right. I don't care about the town of Pickle Patch, or cats, or apples for that matter. Now see to my lunch.
Mabel begins making lunch as the scene fades. Scene 5. We are now back at Hazel's cave. Hazel has a basket of apples.
These apples look just right. I have soaked them in my witch's brew, and they are perfect. Perfectly cursed. Crow! Crow, my kitty!
Crow is inside the cave. He calls back.
Busy!
Busy? Get out here, you little turkey leg!
Crow emerges from the cave.
Busy? I'll give you busy. When Mama calls, Crow hops to it. Are we clear?
Clear, Mama.
My sweet boy. Mama forgives you. This time. Here's a treat.
Treat!
Now get your bag and load up these apples. We are headed into town to find our first victim.
It's time already?
It is time. We will have to put on our disguises so as not to be recognized.
They both put on their disguises.
So excited!
Crowy boy, get Mama's purse. I left it inside.
Aw, I hate house errands.
Be a dear, my dear.
I don't want to touch your purse.
Do it! And with a glad heart.
Crow goes back into the cave as Hazel inspects her apples.
No one will ever suspect these apples are cursed.
Here's your purse.
My sweet boy, give us a kiss.
Mama!
My cheek.
Crow dutifully gives her a peck on the cheek.
Mama's boy. Here's a treat.
Treat!
Now let's go.
They exit in disguise with the bag of cursed apples. Scene 6. We are now back at Burly's house on the edge of town. Mabel is serving his lunch.
Here's your lunch.
Bison and hoe cake. You spoil me.
I shouldn't treat you so well. I should treat you the way you treat me.
Oh, put a sock in it, niece. Where's the honey?
We're out of honey.
No honey? I can't have hoe cake without honey.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Mr. Doorchamber enters and stands outside the front door of Burly's house. He speaks to himself.
Remember, Doorchamber, you have no choice. You have to get help, and he is your only option. Oh, dear. Remember to smile and be nice and no sudden moves. Hopefully Mabel will be there. She's always a sweet girl.
Mr. Doorchamber knocks on the door and Mabel lets him in.
Hello, Mr. Doorchamber. What brings you all the way out here?
A good day, Miss Mabel. I was hoping to bend your uncle's ear for a quick moment.
I know what you want, and the answer is no, and no, and no.
Come in, Mr. Doorchamber. I'm sure Uncle Burly is glad to see you after all this time.
You'd be wrong about that.
Hello, Burly. You look fit.
And the niceties. I can tell by that ridiculous grin on your face that you want something.
Always to the point. I like that about you. You are always a man of action.
Would you like some cider, Mr. Doorchamber?
He won't be staying long enough for cider.
It's just as well. We seem to be out.
First no honey and now no cider? What do you do around here all day? How hard is it to keep a proper pantry?
I know you have heard about the trouble we have been having in the town.
Which I don't care a foot about.
Surely, after all this time, you're not still sore about the whole land fiasco.
Oh, you have all your land stolen from underneath you, and then talk to me about how long you're sore about it.
Well, technically the land.
The land what?
Look, I'm not going to go down that road with you again.
See that you don't.
I assume that you know that Lord BlackPudding...
I will thank you to never mention that name in this house.
Well, that Lord What's-His-Name has refused to help us with our witch problem.
I was telling him all about it earlier. What a pity.
I didn't care then, and I don't care now.
But I'm afraid it is getting worse and worse. There is not a cat in town that is safe from her terror.
Okay, Door Chamber. Thank you for your little visit. Too bad you can't stay longer.
But we need your help.
Won't you at least hear him out?
I don't know where else to turn.
Hear me now, both of you. I will never, repeat, never set foot in Pickle Patch again.
But Pickle Patch has never been the same since you left. Lord What's-His-Name won't lift a finger to help anyone. The town is suffering because of him.
Aren't we all?
So you won't help us?
No. Now, if you will excuse me, I will get back to my bison and hoe cake.
Please, Mr. Burly.
I can't hear you while I'm eating.
Sorry, Mr. Door Chamber. Perhaps it would be better if you came back another time?
Yes.
No.
Perhaps.
No, it won't.
I will talk to him and see if I can help.
Thank you, dear. I don't know what happened to him. He sure has changed.
Mr. Door Chamber leaves.
Well, that was rude.
Right? The nerve of some people.
I meant you.
Me? And I was on my best behavior.
It hurts me to hear you say you don't care.
Oh, mind your P's and Q's, young lady.
What about your P's and Q's?
Don't you have chores?
I used to look up to you. Admire you even. You seem so different now. So helpless. What happened to you?
Nothing.
I wonder what it will take for you to care about something again. I'm going to the market to get more apples for your cider.
Mabel?
Yes?
Don't forget the honey.
Mabel exits for the market as Burly returns to his lunch. Scene 7. Mr. Door Chamber is at Lord BlackPudding's castle, reporting back to him. Lord BlackPudding is wearing a new hat, but still just as gaudy and ridiculous as the previous one.
But I am at my wit's end, my lord. I have sought help everywhere. I even tried to get help from Mr. Burly.
What did you say?
I thought Burly would want to help us out.
And he refused?
Yes, my lord.
Of course he did, that spineless jellyfish. Mr. Door Chamber, since you obviously can't handle this situation, then Lord BlackPudding will be forced to do your job for you. And his answer, as always, is to throw money at the problem. Follow and learn.
The two characters make their way out of Lord BlackPudding's castle to the town square. Lord BlackPudding addresses the whole town. Gathered among the townspeople are Woody, Mrs. Narwhal, and Hazel in her disguise.
Citizens of Pickle Patch, please gather round. Lord BlackPudding is speaking. There is an awful rumor that the nasty old witch has dared to return to Pickle Patch after Lord BlackPudding banned her. Mrs. Narwhal, you have suffered recent atrocities at the hand of this witch, have you not?
The monster.
She stole from me too, my lord. Took all my apples. Her and that boy.
Yes. Yes.
She stole the dresses off of my clothesline. The cheek on her.
She's a town nuisance.
She's the cause of all our problems.
Who will help us?
You must do something about it.
My dear people, Lord BlackPudding is here to help you. But please don't think Lord BlackPudding is doing this because Lord BlackPudding cares about you. Lord BlackPudding is only doing this so Door Chamber and the rest of you will leave Lord BlackPudding alone and go back to making money so Lord BlackPudding can tax you for it. So, hear this official decree. Any man, woman, or child who can capture said witch will receive 20 gold pieces.
20. Ooh.
Yes, yes, Lord BlackPudding is very generous. He knows. You are welcome. Now, disperse. You're blocking the town square with your careless loitering.
He turns his attentions back to Mr. Doorchamber.
Told you Lord BlackPudding would fix it. He can offer them 20 gold pieces to get rid of the witch and then tax them for it. It's a win-win for Lord BlackPudding.
Oh dear.
Lord BlackPudding and Mr. Doorchamber enter, leaving the townspeople to ponder his decree.
Does he expect us to go after the witch?
That's what it sounded like.
Well, I don't know about that. How can I stop the witch? I'm just an old lady.
What does he expect from us? We are powerless against her.
Well, I would go after her, but I wouldn't want to hurt a lady.
My dear man, you are a gentleman. It simply can't be done. She is too powerful to be stopped. I'm thinking about moving to another town.
Moving?
Well, it's something to consider. Once a witch sets her mind to something, she's not easily stopped. Or so I've heard.
The townsfolk begin to disperse, discussing the decree and lamenting the possibility of having to move. Hazel stays to address the audience.
These people are so gullible. This may be easier than I thought. Crow, where are you? King of Shadows?
Crow comes out of the shadows.
Yes, Mama?
Mama's baby. Let's get to work. I will punish them all for banning me.
And get our feather bed?
Yes, my little Freckle.
My new bed and Mama's fluffy socks?
Yes, Mama's fluffy socks. My boy always thinking of others. Here's a treat.
Treat!
Let's go. We must find our first victim and test out our apples.
They exit in search of their first victim. Scene 8. We are now at the outdoor market where Woody is checking the inventory at his fruit stand.
Not an apple in stock. My best seller, too. What do I have? Squash? Yuck. Beets? Yuck. Cauliflower? Double yuck. I can't make enough money from these tired old vegetables to pay Lord BlackPudding's high taxes. Oh, what I wouldn't do for a nice apple.
Woody continues his work as Hazel and Crow enter.
These feet.
Mama's feet hurt again?
Yes, Crow boy, Mama's feet hurt again. Let's stop here a minute and let Mama catch her breath.
Look, Mama, there's the fruit stand where I stole the apples.
Is that so? Well, that gives me an idea. Put on your disguise. Now, let Mama do the talking. Do you have your bag?
Yes, Mama.
My boy.
They cross over to Woody's fruit stand.
Good day, local farmer.
What's so good about it?
Oh, what has got you so blue on this red letter day?
I suppose you know the witch has stolen all my apples.
I heard that. My poor man. It's always the weak that suffer at the hand of the mighty.
You said it.
But I might just have a solution to your problem.
Oh, is that so?
I just happen to have a bag of apples right here.
A whole bag?
Crow, show the man.
Crow holds the bag open to reveal the bounty.
Sakes alive! Where did you get them all?
Oh, here and there.
Hazel offers him an apple.
Give it a taste. Perhaps we can strike up a deal.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever see another apple. These are beauts.
Try it out and tell me it's not the best apple you've ever eaten.
Don't mind if I do.
Woody takes a bite of the cursed apple.
Boy, oh man, oh boy. Now that's an apple.
He takes a second bite.
So good. I'm feeling lightheaded.
Hazel begins to work her magic.
You love my apples?
I love your apples.
You do what I say.
I do what you say.
Mama, look! Someone's coming.
Listen closely, greengrocer. You are under my command.
I am under your command.
This way, Crow. Let's hide over here.
Hazel and Crow find a hiding spot.
Time for you to earn your stripes, my boy. Mama needs your voice.
Hazel works her magic on Woody and Crow.
Your voice is not your choice. Crow has the power to make you sound sour.
Mabel approaches the fruit stand.
Good afternoon, Woody.
Hazel's spell makes Woody repeat everything Crow says, but Crow gets confused and doesn't know what is happening. Crow speaks when he sees Mabel.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Woody, it's me, Mabel.
Crow speaks to Hazel.
Mabel. I like that name.
Mabel, I like that name.
Thank you. I like your name.
You like Crow?
You like Crow?
You mean the bird?
You're not Crow, you're Woody, the greengrocer.
I'm who?
I'm who?
You're Woody. What's wrong with you?
You have to be him, not you.
What, Mama?
What, Mama?
Mama? I'm not your mama. Are you all right?
You have to be him.
Hazel points to Woody.
Mama, I'm scared. Why is he repeating me?
Mama, I'm scared. Why is he repeating me?
Who's repeating you?
Stop talking!
Help me!
Help me!
Get a hold of yourself.
Oh.
You have to answer as the greengrocer. You are the greengrocer.
I am the greengrocer?
I am the greengrocer?
Yes, you are the greengrocer.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I get it.
And she is Mabel, right, Mama?
And she is Mabel, right, Mama?
I am Mabel, but I am not your mama.
No, Mama is my mama.
No, Mama is my mama.
Yes, your mama is your mama. Anyway, I've come for some honey for my uncle.
Honey? We don't have any honey.
Honey? We don't have any honey.
Who's we?
I mean me.
I mean me.
I mean you.
I mean you.
No, I don't. That's why I'm here.
Not you, me.
Not you. Me. I mean I.
No honey have I.
No honey have I.
Me, greengrocer.
Me. Greengrocer.
What?
No have honey.
No have honey.
His honey, all gone.
His honey, all gone.
Your honey.
Your honey.
My honey?
My honey.
My honey.
Whose honey?
Mama.
Mama! Help me!
Hazel has to undo her magic spell.
All the power I gave to thee, I take it back for me.
Now, Hazel is in charge of Woody's voice, but her first words are mistakenly directed towards Crow.
You disappoint Mama.
You disappoint Mama.
What?
Hazel recovers from her mistake and turns her attention back to Woody and Mabel.
Hello, sweet girl. Mabel, right?
Hello, sweet girl. Mabel, right?
Right. Are you feeling well, Woody?
All is well. Don't you fret.
All is well. Don't you fret.
Are you here on an errand for your uncle?
Are you here on an errand for your uncle?
At this point, we stop hearing Hazel, but can still tell that she is controlling Woody's words.
Yes, I wanted to get some apples to make some cider.
Apples? Haven't you heard?
About what?
The witch has stolen all the apples.
Oh, I didn't know she got all of them.
Everyone.
I was hoping to make some cider. Uncle Burly gets so mad when we run out.
Maybe that nice lady over there can help you.
What lady?
I have to be getting back to work now.
Hazel makes a magic command to Woody.
Silence.
Woody silently stares straight ahead as Hazel and Crow step out of hiding to charm Mabel.
Hello, little girl. Why the long face?
Oh, hello. I'm just not having a very good day. Or week, for that matter.
Dear, perhaps Hazel can help you. What seems to be the worry?
Just problems at home.
That can be very disheartening.
My uncle gets so mad at me sometimes.
Whatever for?
Well, he's upset now because we ran out of cider, and the witch has stolen all of the apples.
You mean you, Mama?
Crow. Go on, my dear.
It's nothing to trouble a stranger with.
Well, perhaps Hazel can help you. I just happen to have a whole bag of apples right here.
Hazel motions for Crow to show Mabel their apples.
You do?
Yeah, my sweet boy has a bag full of fat, red apples, perfect for your cider.
How did you get so many?
I was hiding them so the witch didn't get them. I'll be happy to give you as many as you want.
Oh, what a kind lady you are.
Say that again.
You are so kind.
Yes, I am. Aren't I?
She offers a beautiful apple to Mabel.
Maybe you should try one to make sure it's to your liking.
It looks perfect. I'm sure it's tasty.
Just one little taste. Your uncle seems hard to please. You wouldn't want to bring home a bad apple.
That's true. I would hate to make him madder than he is already.
Mabel takes a bite of the cursed apple.
It's delicious. I've never had an apple that tasted so good.
She takes another bite.
Oh, so delicious. But what's happening? I feel...
Mabel starts to feel the effects of the cursed apple, and Crow has to catch her as she falls under Hazel's spell.
Mama, it worked!
Yes, it did, my fine fellow. Soon the whole town will be under my power.
Across the way, Woody slowly begins to come out of the spell. He notices Hazel and Crow kidnapping Mabel.
Mabel, is everything all right?
Crow is holding Mabel up as to not cause suspicion.
Crowboy, let's get her home and out of the sight of prying eyes.
Hey, you there. What's going on?
Hazel exits, pushing Crow ahead of her as he holds up Mabel.
All is well, my good man, just as I planned it.
Hey! I feel so funny. What just happened to me? Was I under a spell? Hey, was that the witch? Oh, it was, wasn't it? Has she got Mabel? Oh no, what should I do? I have to tell Burly.
Woody exits, running towards Burly's house. Scene 9. The story heads back to Burly's house, where he and Mr. Doorchamber are having an argument.
I've already told you no, and the answer is still no. No, no, and forever no.
Burly, please, talk sense.
I am the only one talking sense.
Not even for 20 gold pieces.
I don't need his money.
Your niece is right. You are impossible.
Oh, she is in town just now. Perhaps that is where you should go as well?
The witch is getting worse. One day she may even be at your doorstep.
But until that day... What now? Can't a man have any peace and quiet?
Suddenly, Woody burst onto the stage.
Woody?
Burly, it's the witch.
Oh, not you two. I thought you had more sense than this. You know I don't care about that old witch. Why have you even come here?
It's Mabel.
Mabel? What about Mabel?
The witch got her.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Start talking.
I saw her talking to a stranger, and then she left with her. But the more I thought about it, the more I was certain it was the witch. The witch did something to me, and then did that thing to Mabel, and now she's gone.
Not Mabel. Anyone but Mabel.
What do you mean, did something to you?
I think she put me under a spell. Mabel, too.
Under a spell?
I think so.
Why didn't you stop her?
I couldn't. It all happened so fast. It seems hopeless.
Hopeless? No, it's not. Come on, let's go.
I will go tell Lord BlackPudding. Maybe he will do something now.
Burly and Woody head towards the woods to rescue Mabel, as Mr. Doorchamber goes back to town to see Lord BlackPudding. Scene 10. We find ourselves back at Hazel's cave. Mabel is in a catatonic state, obeying Crow's every command.
Look, Mama, I'm making her march now.
Crow does a silly dance as Mabel mimics him in her own way.
Now we're dancing.
Oh, my boy's first dance.
Hazel enjoys the moment, then moves on to business.
That That's enough dancing, lad. We have business with the girl.
But Mama, I love dancing with her. I'm
Oh.
a natural.
What did Mama say?
To stop.
And what did you do?
Didn't stop.
And how do you think that made Mama feel?
Terrible?
And do you want Mama to feel terrible?
No, Mama.
Then stop!
Yes, Mama.
There's Mama's boy. Here's a treat.
Great!
Now bring the girl before me.
Yes, Mama. You, girl, move!
Mabel does not respond to him, so he goes to fetch her.
Here, Mama, I have brought the prisoner.
Croix, she is not our prisoner. She's our new friend who is going to help us get revenge on Pickle Patch once and for all.
Hazel turns her attention to Mabel.
Now, my dear, what is your name?
Mabel.
What a pretty name.
Thank you.
So polite. Would you like to help out, Old Hazel?
I will do anything you ask.
Of course you will. You are under my powers. Tell me, my dear, what is your favorite thing about Pickle Patch?
Oh, the sunrise. Pickle Patch has the most beautiful sunrise when it comes over the mountains in the morning. It's my favorite thing.
The sunrise. Did you hear that, my boy? Her favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing, too. Oh, I think I love her.
No, you don't. You love Mama, right?
Huh?
Say you love Mama more.
I love Mama more.
And Mama loves you for saying it. Here's a treat.
Crow accepts the treat, but can't help himself and turns his attention back to Mabel.
I will show her. So it's a sunrise you like. Well, I can fix that.
Hazel prepares to cast a spell.
Sunrise in the east, I like you the least. Come, clouds, come, cut thread and thrum. No more sun above our land. Blot out the sky with a wave of my hand.
At these words, the lights change as dark clouds cover the noonday sun.
Mama, what happened to the sun?
Now, isn't this better? Listen, my boy, she needs to have another apple before the potion wears off. Give her another one while Mama gets off her feet. These old toes.
Hazel goes into the cave as Crow and Mabel are left alone.
Mama says I'm supposed to give you another apple.
How nice of her. I love her apples.
Crow gives her another apple.
Thank you, Crow.
She takes a bite.
It's even better than the first one.
It does look good.
Would you like a bite?
I don't think I'm supposed to.
I will be happy to share with you.
Well, maybe just a little bite.
Crow takes a bite of the cursed apple.
So good.
I never had a better one.
I like sharing with you.
Crow starts to feel the effects of the potion.
I like everything about you. I feel so...
I feel different than before. Hey, will you be my friend?
Your friend? I've never had a friend before.
Well, now you do.
Well, what do you want to do, friend?
I know. Let's go look for the sun. I don't like this darkness.
Yes, I will do whatever you ask. Let's go find the sun.
This way.
To the sun.
They exit as Hazel comes out of the cave.
Crow boy, my little rabbit's foot. Now, where is that boy? Crow, where did you go? And where's the girl? By the king's lettuce, they ran off. No, not my only one. That girl is to blame. She has stolen my love's heart from him. Crow, Mama's coming, and she has a treat for you.
Hazel exits with her disguise and the bag of apples, looking for Crow and Mabel. Scene 11. We return now to Lord BlackPudding's castle. He enters wearing another fancy and ridiculously large hat.
Where has the sun gone? Lord BlackPudding doesn't like the dark.
Just then, Mr. Doorchamber arrives, out of breath.
You! There, Doorchamber! Explain this.
I'm afraid it's the work of the witch.
You can't say one sentence without mentioning the witch.
She was seen in town and has kidnapped Mabel.
You saw her in town? In Pickle
No.
Patch?
No, but Woody did. He and Burly have gone to look for her.
Gone to look for her, the witch?
Yes. I was hoping you would come with me to help.
Help? Lord BlackPudding already decreed a 20 gold piece reward. What else can you possibly want from Lord BlackPudding?
I don't want to go after her by myself.
But you are the peacekeeper, Door Chamber, not Lord BlackPudding.
But the woods? By myself? Looking for the witch? Oh, dear.
Yes, that is correct.
I wish I were never appointed peacekeeper.
Oh, but you were. So off you go, alone.
Mr. Doorchamber reluctantly heads towards the woods.
Lord BlackPudding doesn't like the witch. Or the woods. Or the dark.
The scene fades as we come to scene 12. We are now deep in the woods as Hazel is roaming around looking for Crow.
She seemed like such a sweet girl, but she's just a thief. Crow! Mama has a treat! Crow, want a treat? Where is that boy?
Mr. Doorchamber wanders on stage.
Who is this approaching? Friend or foe? I better put on my disguise.
Hazel hides somewhere and puts her disguise on as Mr. Doorchamber enters.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It's so dark out here. I don't like being in these woods all by myself. Alone. With no one with me. What was that? Burly? Woody? I can hardly see a thing. Oh dear, this is no place for me.
Hazel speaks from her hiding place.
What a nincompoop.
Hazel comes out of hiding, playing the part of a lost old lady.
Oh, help me.
Who said that?
Kind stranger, please help me.
Oh dear, an old grandam. I will assist you.
Thank you, Sonny. I have run in with the witch.
The witch? You saw the witch?
Yes, she was chasing me, for heaven's sake. She was trying to get my bag of apples.
Those are some lovely apples.
Yes, everyone seems to like my apples. I think that's why the witch wanted them.
Hazel holds one up.
Oh, they are spectacular.
Here, this one is for you, for protecting an old grandam from that awful witch.
How generous of you.
Mr. Doorchamber bites the apple.
Yes, I'm very generous.
Top shelf. But why am I...
He falls under her spell.
That will teach you to call me an old grandam. What is your name?
Doorchamber.
Well, Mr. Doorchamber, let's go. I may find some use for you.
I would love to be of use.
All this running around is making my feet swell like a pumpkin.
Allow me.
Mr. Doorchamber picks up Hazel and carries her off as Crow and Mabel enter from the opposite direction.
It's no use. We will never find the sun. We've looked everywhere.
Let's stop here. I don't feel well.
As Mabel and Crow take a break, they don't see Burly and Woody cross further upstage.
Her cave has to be around here somewhere.
I can't see a thing.
Shh. Remember, it's a sneak attack.
Oh, I forgot.
Let's try this way.
Burly and Woody exit.
Did you hear something?
No, Mama says I have dirt in my ears. I miss Mama.
Mabel starts to come out of her spell.
Oh, I don't recognize this place. Do you know where we are?
No.
How did I get here? Do I know you?
Of course. I am Crow. You are Mabel. We are friends. Remember?
Oh no. Oh, I just remembered. I left the fire on at home.
I did that once. We had to move. Mama got mad. I miss Mama.
So I better go check on that. You wait here for me, friend. I will be right back.
Mabel exits on the run.
I will be right here when you get back. Wait a minute. I am supposed to be guarding you. Oh, Mama's gonna be mad. I miss Mama. Hey, wait up!
Crow exits, following Mabel as door chamber enters, still carrying Hazel.
Hurry up, you! I thought I heard his voice. Crow, was that you? Mama's here! Treat?
Hazel chastises Mr. Doorchamber as he puts her down.
You are the slowest one ever.
Forgive me.
I'm faster than you, and I have 2 bad feet.
During this exchange, Mabel enters, sees Hazel, and quietly turns and exits the way she came in.
I am sorry to disappoint you, my queen.
Queen? Oh, I like that. I may just keep you around.
It would be an honor and a pleasure.
Aren't you a flirt? Have another apple. I like this.
Gladly.
Mr. Doorchamber eats another apple.
Let's keep moving, Slowpoke.
I will follow where you lead.
Hazel laughs as she and Doorchamber exit. Burly and Woody enter from the opposite direction.
It's no use. We will never find her in this darkness.
No, we can't stop. Mabel is in trouble. We have to find her at all costs.
You're right. As bad as this is, Mabel has it worse.
Woody and Burly exit as Mabel enters.
Oh, it's so dark out here. I will never find my way back to Pickle Patch.
Mabel exits just as Crow enters.
I'm sorry I ate the apple and ran away. I want to come back home, but I can't find it. Mama!
Crow exits, barely missing Hazel and Doorchamber as they enter.
I keep hearing his voice. I know he is around here somewhere.
Who are we looking for again?
I told you, my little one, Crow. My frightened little bird who was stolen by that heart thief, Mabel.
Mabel? That name is familiar. I think I know her.
Do you? Well, that may come in handy.
Just then, Mabel enters, groping around in the dark.
Look, it's her.
I do know her.
Aren't you a pretty penny? Quick, this way.
Hazel and Mr. Doorchamber hide behind a tree as Mabel comes downstage.
I feel like I'm going in circles.
But where is my crow boy? What has she done with him?
Maybe I will take a little rest and find my bearings.
Hazel turns to Mr. Doorchamber.
You will be my little puppet.
Anything, my queen.
Queen!
Hazel casts a spell on Mr. Doorchamber.
Speak the speech as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue.
I am ready, my queen.
Queen.
Mr. Doorchamber comes out of hiding and approaches Mabel.
Mabel? Is that you?
Who is there?
It is I, Mr. Doorchamber.
Oh, Mr. Doorchamber, it's so nice to see a comforting face. What are you doing out here in the woods?
I came looking for you. I am here to rescue you from that mean old witch.
Thank you for risking your life to save mine.
Don't mention it, little one. Now, just come this way.
As they turn to go, Mr. Doorchamber seizes Mabel. Hazel comes out of hiding.
You got her!
It's you!
Yes, you little thief! You thought you could steal my boy from me?
That's not what happened.
Silence! I know what I know, and I can't be told differently. What have you done with him?
He let me go. I don't know where he went.
Sounds like a lie to me.
Mr. Doorchamber!
To me as well.
But it's the truth.
I will tell you what is true and what is untrue. Hold her fast, my dear Doorchamber.
As you command.
Why are you doing this?
I ask the questions, not you, thief. Now move it. I will use you as a bargaining chip. Let's take her to Lord BlackPudding.
BlackPudding? That name is familiar as well.
They exit towards the town as Burly and Woody wearily enter.
It's too dark to find our way. I know we have been here before.
Oh, it all looks the same.
Why did I have to send her to get cider? This is all my fault.
Don't torture yourself, Burly. You couldn't have known the witch would get her.
If I ever get my hands on that witch,
You and me both.
she deserves her banishment. I never really thought so until now. I hate to admit it, but Lord BlackPudding was right.
Shh! I think I heard something. Quick, let's hide.
Woody and Burly hide as Crow stumbles on stage.
Where am I? I am so lost. Mama!
Crow exits as Woody and Burly come out of hiding.
I know him. That was the little imp that stole my apples. He's in cahoots with the witch.
Are you sure? Here he comes again.
Crow wanders back on stage as Woody and Burly retreat.
I regret all my life choices. How will I ever get back home?
Crow exits as Woody and Burly come forward again.
Let's get him next time he passes by. We will take him back to Pickle Patch as a prisoner.
That's good. Perhaps we can exchange him for Mabel.
Stand over there. When he comes back by, we will attack him on my cue.
I'll be ready, that little apple thief.
Oh, I think I hear him. Get ready.
The weary Crow enters.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go.
Attack!
Attack!
Crow takes off like a jackrabbit with Burly and Woody in hot pursuit. The chase scene continues round and round the stage until they all three get separated.
Oh, there's two dogs at sea.
I can't see a thing.
My side! Grab! Oh.
They all take off running again, then Woody mistakenly stumbles upon Burly.
I got him! Burly, quick, help me!
You got me, you egg-headed ox!
Sorry, Burly. It's two dogs at sea.
Now what do we do?
Let's stick together. We will do better as a team.
As Woody and Burly are conferring, Crow walks up to them.
Hey, fellas, can you help me? Someone is chasing me and I don't know why. Can you help me hide?
Sure we can, young fellow. It's lucky you bumped into us.
Thanks for your help. I'm lost and can't find my way back to my mama.
Oh, well, I think we know where she is.
You do?
Yeah, you just stay with us and all will be well.
Gee, thanks, fellas.
Let's go this way.
This is my lucky day.
If this happened in a play, no one would believe it.
Crow follows Burly and Woody as they exit towards the town. Scene 13. We are now out of the woods and back in Pickle Patch at Lord BlackPudding's castle. Lord BlackPudding is wearing another crazy hat as he enters.
Still dark? Why is it still so dark? Lord BlackPudding does not like the dark. Where are all the people? I can't still be in the woods. Citizens! Lord BlackPudding doesn't like being so lonely.
Coming from the woods, Burly and Woody enter with the captured Crow.
Lord BlackPudding, is that you?
Of course it's Lord BlackPudding. Who are you?
It's me, Woody, the greengrocer.
Oh, yes, there you are. And who is that with you?
Burly.
Burly? You mean Mr. I will never set foot in Pickle Patch again.
The very one.
Well. Lord BlackPudding never thought he would see the likes of you again.
There comes a time for everything.
Is that so? Not for Lord BlackPudding. And who is this ragamuffin with you?
He says his name is Crow. We think he's the witch's son.
Son? The witch? She has a son?
Hey, Mama's not a witch. You take that back.
Cool your heels.
Mama's a product of her environment.
Your mother is a menace, and Lord BlackPudding will deal with her and you.
Who is Lord BlackPudding?
Lord BlackPudding is Lord BlackPudding. That's who Lord BlackPudding is.
What?
You just watch yourself. Lord BlackPudding is in charge around here.
But where is Lord BlackPudding?
Have you eyes?
Yes.
Well, use them. Lord BlackPudding is right in front of you.
The confused Crow looks all around for Lord BlackPudding.
Look, BlackPudding, the witch has kidnapped Mabel. We've had no luck finding her.
Stop saying witch. Lord BlackPudding doesn't want to hear it.
Listen, BlackPudding, we need your help. Mabel is in trouble.
Lord BlackPudding doesn't care about Mabel.
Well, Burly does. Burly cares very much about Mabel. More than he thought he did.
Oh, Lord BlackPudding is on to you. You're just after the 20 gold pieces. You get no reward for her son. Don't try to trick Lord BlackPudding.
No one cares about your reward. We just want to catch the witch and get rid of her.
Then the decree is hereby retracted. Lord BlackPudding will be happy to keep his money.
I hope I get to meet Lord BlackPudding someday. He sounds like my kind of guy.
Just then, Mr. Doorchamber enters, followed by Hazel, who has Mabel as her prisoner.
Wow, this is all so familiar. I recognize all of this.
You've said that about everything we've passed.
Hey, look, I recognize all of these people. Hello, Lord BlackPudding.
Mabel!
Uncle Burly!
Mabel struggles to get free.
Not so fast, thief! Oh, my lamb! Are you all right?
Hi, Mama. I missed you.
I demand you let him go.
We demand you let Mabel go.
Mr. Doorchamber starts coming out of his spell.
What's going on here? How did I get here?
You were under the witch's spell.
A spell? You put me under a spell?
Yeah.
Oh dear, I remember now. You made me help you capture Mabel. How dare you make me do such a despicable act? Lord BlackPudding, I demand that you punish her for putting me under a spell and for trespassing in the town of Pickle Patch. You were banned, and now you must pay the price.
Hearing this commotion, several townspeople come on stage from all directions.
For once, Lord BlackPudding agrees with you, Doorchamber.
I agree with you too. She's a great menace. And that boy...
Let's punish them both.
Yes, make her pay, Lord BlackPudding.
With her life!
Citizens of Pickle Patch, hear this decree. Witch Hazel, not only will you never be allowed to set foot in Pickle Patch again, but on Lord BlackPudding's order, your cave shall be destroyed.
What? No!
Plus, you are sentenced to wander through the woods forever.
Oh, my poor feet!
Furthermore, you will restore the sunlight to Pickle Patch. And lastly, your son, Crow, shall be imprisoned in the dungeon for the remainder of his life.
Ha! That'll show her.
More. Teach her a lesson she won't soon forget.
Mama, I'm scared. What's happening?
Please, no, I beg you. Have mercy on us. Don't take your anger out on Crow. He's done you no harm. We just wanted a quiet little place to call our own.
With thick, fluffy socks for Mama?
Yes, my little cuddle bug.
And a feather bed that we can sink into and dream?
That's all Mama's ever wanted for her boy.
There will be no feather beds where you're going.
Here, please, take the girl back, with my apologies.
Hazel hands Mabel over to Burly.
Forgive me. Please let Hazel have her boy back. We promise to never bother you again.
No mercy, Lord BlackPudding.
It's just a trick. She needs to go back on her word.
Do you think Lord BlackPudding is going to fall for the have mercy on the helpless routine? You are to be punished for your crimes. As you can see, the town demands it. The boy must be imprisoned. Take him to the dungeon.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. We can't do this.
How dare you interrupt Lord BlackPudding when he's in the middle of a decree?
Explain yourself.
Well, listen to what she said. Is she any different than us?
What are you talking about, Burly?
Well, she just wants a home with her family, just like we do. She wants to take care of her family, just like Mabel takes care of me. We have all been ill-used by Lord BlackPudding, and now we are no better than he is. I can't stand idly by and do nothing. Hazel, I ask your forgiveness. I am sorry for the way I have treated you, for the way the town has treated you. We all owe you and Crow an apology. I see now that you are no different than me. Will you accept my apology?
No one has ever apologized to me before.
Then this one is long overdue.
I caused you so much trouble, and you're asking my forgiveness? No one has ever shown old Hazel such kindness. I accept your apology.
I finally see what Mabel has been trying to teach me all of this time. Mabel, I'm sorry for the way I have treated you. I ask your forgiveness as well.
Thank you, Uncle Burly. I forgive you.
You deserve better. I see that now. Lord BlackPudding, Mabel is always telling me to forgive you too, so I guess she's right about that as well. I forgive you for stealing or buying the land I wanted.
I never thought I'd see this day.
Lord BlackPudding never thought he would see this day either.
Hazel, if you will allow me, I would like to offer my apologies as well. Burly's courage has shown me something today.
Thank you, Mr. Doorchamber. I'm sorry I put you under a spell.
Me too, Hazel. I'm ashamed of my behavior towards you.
Woody lets Crow go free, and he runs to Hazel.
Isn't there something we could do? Could she and Crow not stay in town?
What about the old Simpson place? They could stay there.
What is going on here? You are all talking like it's up to you. Lord BlackPudding is in charge here. Lord BlackPudding will decide these matters. Your opinions mean very little to Lord BlackPudding. She is to be punished, and punished she shall be.
All this time we have been afraid of the witch, but it seems the real evil has been you, Lord BlackPudding. Everyone here has suffered in some way because of you.
There is a roar of agreement from the townspeople.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe you should be banned from Pickle Patch.
I second that.
Wait, aren't we doing the same thing he did? Shouldn't we try to do better?
Mabel is right. Don't punish him with banishment. I know how terrible and lonely it can be.
Lord BlackPudding, we the people of Pickle Patch say that Hazel and Crow are hereby reinstated as citizens.
Hear, hear.
I second it.
Agreed.
Again, your opinions mean very little to Lord BlackPudding.
Well, we overrule you. The citizens of Pickle Patch no longer recognize your authority as reigning peacekeeper. I revoke your authority.
But Lord BlackPudding appointed you.
And I unappoint Lord BlackPudding. Hazel, Crow, welcome back to Pickle Patch. And until we can fix up the old Simpson place, you can stay in Lord BlackPudding's castle.
What?
In the castle?
That is right.
With feather beds?
Rooms and rooms of them.
You hear that, Mama?
I did, my little crow hopper.
Lord BlackPudding doesn't accept this nonsense.
Lord BlackPudding throws his hat to the ground in anger.
Lord BlackPudding! Oh, my dear man, don't throw your exquisite hat to the ground.
She picks it up, cleans it, and hands it back to him.
It's too beautiful for such treatment. I would hate for any harm to come to it.
You really think it's beautiful?
It's the most exquisite hat Hazel has ever seen.
Lord BlackPudding was thinking the same thing about your hat.
This whole thing?
In the castle, there are closets full of all types of hats.
Don't you tease.
It's true. No one in this town has ever appreciated Lord BlackPudding's hats.
Well, someone in this town does now.
Yes, she does. Would you like to see Lord BlackPudding's collection?
Hazel would love to.
There's also a collection of rare and beautiful socks.
A collection of socks? Even fluffy socks?
Every kind of sock imaginable. Might that interest you as well?
Old Hazel must be dreaming.
Right this way, my lady.
My lady.
They turn to leave.
Hazel,
Yes?
aren't you forgetting something?
Mr. Doorchamber motions to the sunless sky.
Oh my, it slipped old Hazel's mind.
She prepares for a grand spell.
Sunlight.
At this command, the lights change and glorious sunlight is restored to Pickle Patch.
Now, let's go see those socks, my dear man.
It shall be Lord BlackPudding's treat.
Lord BlackPudding and Hazel exit.
Mr. Doorchamber,
Ah,
as peacekeeper, maybe you should be in charge of Pickle Patch.
me? In charge? Oh, dear.
Sounds good to me.
Me too.
What do you say?
I say, it shall be an honor.
All of the townspeople cheer.
Oh, I better get to work then. There are a lot of changes to be made here in Pickle Patch.
Mr. Doorchamber leads the townspeople off, all cheering.
Woody, I need to get some honey from you. Mabel has had a long day, so I'm doing the shopping.
Thank you, Uncle.
Right this way, old buddy. Glad to have you back in town.
Woody and Burly exit towards the fruit stand, leaving Mabel and Crow alone.
I'm glad you're going to stay in Pickle Patch.
Me too. It's been a long time since I've lived here.
Maybe I can show you around?
You would do that?
Sure. That's what friends do.
Friends?
You're still my friend, aren't you?
Of course.
Here, I have some candy. Would you like a treat?
Treat!
Crow and Mabel exit arm in arm as we come to the end. Thank you all for tuning in to listen to the story. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.